Hey everybody, it's your boy Montel. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everyone's doing okay. You're wondering what today's video is about? Well, I'm pretty sure you read the title by now, but I'm going to talk about something that you guys have heard me talk about before, but from a different aspect, from a different vantage point. If you can read that message, then you know what this is going to be about. But we're going to go along those lines, but in a certain direction. And if you know from the videos that I've shot, you know I'm about to set the world on fire. So, if you're ready, my sign is ready, my brain is ready. So, get ready. Hey everybody, it's your boy Montel. What's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping that you are having a fantastic day, week, month, year, millennium, summer solstice, winter solstice, whatever you want to point, whatever time frame you want to coin it. Thank you so much for checking me out, guys. I really appreciate all the love. We are at 161 subscribers. Now, for anyone else, that may not be a big deal, but for me, it's a huge deal because you guys have been showing me that love and checking out my videos and sending me comments and just overall just sending me love for doing this. And that's always been one of my motivations, other than the fact that this is fun to do this. So thank you so much from the bottom of my geeky, nerdy heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I want to say and give a mad shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you. Like I said, and as I promised, everybody who is a new subscriber, I'm going to post you up on the video, put your name up there so people can see you, and say thank you. Really all there is. Please check me out on social media. I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. More on Instagram than Twitter. Those are the two that actually have more of a better time for me to actually go pop and do my thing, because I work, so I don't always have time to be on Facebook, and I don't always like Facebook, but it's a necessary evil. Alright, don't forget to subscribe. The button should be here, here, or here, one of those spots. Okay, it might be all three, I don't know, but check it out. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, ding, check that bad boy out so that way when I put up another video, you're on the know. Alright, and like my videos, please. Please, please. I appreciate all the love that I get from y'all, and I really, really do. Today's topic is something that is the core is near and dear to me, which is cosplay. But in this particular one, we're going to talk about something I've glanced on in my other videos, but I never really expounded on. As cosplayers, and this has nothing to do with color, as cosplayers as a whole, we take this time to create, we're talking sewing, gluing, bending, metalwork, fabric, everything, to create personas of characters that we know in anime, gaming, and comics, all over, every type of genre known to man. And then we go to conventions like San Diego Comic-Con and Katsucon and Otakon and Momocon and all the major ones, so that way we can show our love and our respect for a specific aspect. And that's the one time that we can do our thing and people can look and go, wow, I like what you did. It doesn't always have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be something really simple. And it still gets appreciation because you're respecting that specific genre and that specific part of the genre. And it's appreciated. Now, of course, you have cosplayers who really go all out on the risque level, and you have some that are gender bend, which I think is amazing that you can take a male character, portray it in a female version, and vice versa. Something I've always thought was really, really spectacular. But overall, cosplay is the one time you can come together, dress as who you want, and then be that person for a few hours, maybe for the day. You switch up into another costume, and for some people this is part of their lifeblood, and for some this gives them the confidence to come out of themselves, because maybe in normal life they're not necessarily the life of the party, or they may not have the confidence in themselves as far as looks and on the social status, but when they put on that costume and they grab that spear or shield or gun or whatever, they become somebody else and they feel spectacular. But you have assholes out here, and I'm pretty sure my anger is going to blow up with this. I've been seeing articles out here about cosplay bullying. Okay, we have enough in our world. I grew up bullied. I did. I was bullied by the neighborhood kids because I read comic books on my grandmother's stoop. And they would come up and they would tease me, they would joke me. Some actually tried to fight me. I would get rocks and sticks, called a weird boy and a nerd boy and a gerd boy and everything else you could think of. And it was horrible. But then we get older and we see that some people still don't understand the concept of bullying is a bullshit concept. And there are people who don't deserve that, regardless to what their walk of life is. And as a cosplayer, that's the one time I could put on my costume and be free to be somebody else. And you got these dumbasses out here who want to be fucking elitists about, once again, cosplay. There are people who criticize people because they show too much skin. There's some who criticize because that cosplay isn't perfect, or that armor doesn't look right, or that shield looks off, or your mask is crooked, or why are you even doing this in the first place? And I give a resounding fuck you to all of that, okay? It pisses me off to every level of festivity, because if you have the courage to go out there and get in a costume, then you deserve every bit of fucking respect that you deserve, okay? It's not easy to get into that. It was hard for me to get into it because I couldn't find the costume that I wanted. And when I did find the costume I wanted, thanks to a brilliant friend of mine who was a cosplayer, I got out there and I did my thing. And I was nervous at first, but then I started getting praise and like, oh, that's a great costume and you're wearing it well. And that confidence built, and it made me feel so good. So you take that same confidence into somebody who maybe works all day and stays in their room, or goes to school and stay in their room, and they don't have a lot of friends, and they finally get together to do that sort of thing. And then you got these assholes, these fuckheads, these fat asses who come out of their mother's basement. Yeah, and I said mother's basement, okay? Because some of you jokers don't have your own life, and you go to these conventions and you spend all this money because you're not paying rent for shit. And Lord knows there is enough Mountain Dew in the world for you, okay? So you decide you go to these conventions and you start picking and pointing and prodding and everything. And oh man, I wouldn't have done it like that. See, you're not even doing it right. Who told you could do that in the first place? You know what? Fuck you. Alright? Even better one. You got someone who's in a cosplay who's been doing it for years. And then they see these other people who are just starting into it. And they're looking for that praise for someone who's been established for years. Say, hey, how do I look? Can you give me some pointers and everything? And they can't be bothered. Oh, they just stub their nose up and they stick it out there. Oh, I can't be bothered with you. I got my Patreon on the phone. Yo, kiss my fucking ass. I'm so sick of seeing people feel like they're justified and putting down other people. And in cosplay, this is supposed to be a sacred world where you can become somebody else. But if you're still getting the same bullshit in costume that you're getting in real life, how are you expecting anybody to want to branch out and soar and everything else? If you are one of these people, we're definitely gonna get into the aspect of these ladies. Hours in front of a sewing machine with a glue gun and a heating gun, putting up the armor and doing everything. Okay, they decide to make it sexy. That's fine. As long as they're respecting it and they're doing it and they're appreciating and they're doing their thing, it's awesome. Okay, I'm not talking about cosplayers of monetary cosplayers. I'm sorry, I really don't particularly care for y'all because y'all put down the regular people as well. No, I'm talking about those who aren't up there and well known, but still get out there and put the work into it. And they go to the conventions and you see them around, and the costumes are exquisite and they're elaborate and they're just works of art. And you got these dumbasses coming and talking about, you know, you don't look all that great. Why you got some? Can you show more boob? Take your bitch ass to Pornhub. You want to see some more fucking boob, okay? That's not there for you. And I swear to you, These are the same assholes who want to sit there and want to touch and feel and grab and grope on someone. You disrespectful ass bastard. You fucking virgin. Okay? I don't understand why you do this. If you go to a convention to enjoy the science, it's fine. If you want to criticize, keep it to yourself. Don't go up to somebody else who has the courage to come in a costume and put them down. But you still wearing the same shirt you wore for the last 2 weeks because you can't be the bother to do laundry. And you walk around smelling like a fried ham sandwich that's been left out forever. Smelling like just a big old bag of shit. If you see somebody who is being bullied like this, do something about it. If I see it, I'm going to do something about it. Because if you don't have the chops or if you don't have the courage to be a cosplayer, then don't put down the people who are doing it. And I swear to you, it irritates the fuck out of me. We've been bullied most of our life anyway. Now that we have an outlet, you still have these dumbasses that are within the community that have been subjugated. Now they want to take that same pain and anger and frustration and put it off on somebody else. You're not perfect. You're not perfect in any way, shape, or form. So you have no right at all to criticize somebody. Whether you're a gamer, whether you're a costumer, whether you're an anime fan or whatever. If you see somebody portraying your favorite anime character, you may not like the costume, but compliment them because they had the courage to do it. Okay? It never ends. And I want it to end. I want it to end. And I saw someone do a program in England where the cosplayers were taking whiteboards and they wrote on the whiteboard the comment that they heard that really affected them. And you see, hashtag not a cosplayer. I like that. You know why? Because they are literally putting it right back in the face of people who aren't cosplayers, who don't understand. And it brings empathy to those who are cosplayers who see this and go, wow, I've heard that same comment before. I've never told anybody, but since I started doing Patriot, I've had people come up to me and say, well, that's not how Patriot looked in the comics. Why are you looking like that? That shield looks raggedy. You're old. Why don't you shave all this? And for a split second, I felt my confidence drop. But then you know what happened? The old man in me looked at me and said, you know what? If you can do better, why don't you do it? Oh, you're not in costume? Get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out of my face. Criticizing me because I had the courage to walk around in a costume that I love. Don't be that way. If you're that person who's watching this video and you know sometime in your nerd career you have attended a convention, you've seen someone do a costume, and you've gone up to them and said, that doesn't look right. That your hair's wrong. Your whole costume is wrong. Why did you say? If you've decided to do that and you never put on a costume, you need to carry your sorry ass back home and never let you see the light of day again, because that right there is the most disrespectful thing in the world. And to everyone who has the courage, and I'm not talking about cosplayers who put themselves out there on Patreon or who are doing it as a career. You've already gone through the whole gambit. To those people who are still putting that work in and you're just a regular Joe, a regular Jane who goes home into your workshop and you grab your book, something like this, and you write down ideas of a costume, and then you draw a concept and you bring people together that can do it, and you make that costume because you know this convention's coming up. I congratulate you on your courage. I congratulate you on your bravery. I congratulate you on your creativity and your desire to do something and to show something that you love. If you see somebody being bullied like that, you need to stop it. If you are the bully, you need to stop. If you have never put on a costume ever in your life, if you have never put on a mask, carried a shield, wore armor, changed into something else or somebody else, and you're still critical, you are the worst fucking person in the world. I didn't anticipate doing all this cursing, but the more I thought about it, the angrier I got. The angrier I get that there are people who do that. And you know, I shouldn't be surprised. Because if you get it, you want to give it. But don't give that. Don't criticize somebody for doing something. Don't touch somebody unless they give you permission. That's why cosplay is not consent. It's a battle cry for people, for women. First of all, their lady cosplayers are getting sexually harassed by these virgins, by these people who have no social skills whatsoever. And that doesn't give you license to put down people who have put time and effort into creating something so that they can come and show it off and be around other people who would appreciate it. If you can't appreciate it, then don't say anything. If you don't like what they're doing, don't say anything. If you don't see the reason for it, then don't say anything. Basically, don't say anything! I'm gonna calm down. I'm sorry, guys, but that had to be addressed, okay? Thank you for tuning in and checking out this video for me. I had to get this off my chest. Thank you for volunteering on my rant. Thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who tunes in to me every time I put on a video. I hear it from everybody. Your love is so appreciated. I just want to make sure that I put my point across, and hopefully what I say resonates with somebody else. Okay? Please like, share my videos with other people. If you hear someone talking about something and I touched on a point, spread the word. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know when I put up new content. And if you're a cosplayer and you do this not for the money but for the love of the character and the genre, I applaud you. And to those who admire them, you are the real MVPs for showing that love and letting them understand that it's all right to be you. It's okay to be you. And to all of those people who want to have something to say about somebody who has taken the courage, who has had the gall and the gumption to put on a costume and go to a convention, look in the mirror and ask yourself, if that had been you being criticized and bullied, would you have reacted any differently? How would you have reacted? Thank you, everybody, and as always, stay nerdy, stay geeky, and most importantly, stay sexy. Bye, guys.